Okay, now we're going to tackle the next set of questions. These ones are about fame, so hopefully they'll be pretty interesting for you. Well, I've read like loads of different stuff that's not true about me and that's funny. The most recent one that comes to mind is that I throw olives at people in nightclubs, which is hilarious because I don't like olives and I hardly ever go out to nightclubs. But I mean, whatever. If people want to use a picture of me in the paper and make up a story about olives and nightclubs, then fair enough, that's good. Other stuff that's been written about me, I can't really remember. There was one band that wrote into The Office and asked me to be Chanelle and her 5, as in like Chanel number 5, and I was like, no thanks. But yeah, loads of stuff's written that's like not true, but I don't read stuff like that anymore. My mum gets it and puts it in a scrapbook and that's it. When I got out of Big Brother, I was shocked at how many people had sold a story on me, and I was shocked at how many lads that I'd never met sold a story that I'd slept with them. I mean, albeit they were all saying good things, thanks, but I've never even met you. So that is a bit weird, but you know, I take it as a compliment that people want to write about me, so I'd rather that than not. Well, I think the best thing about like the like situation that I'm in at the moment, being down in London and the work that I do and stuff, is the people that you get to meet and the experiences that you get to have and like opportunities and stuff. I would never have had any of these opportunities before, so that's dead good. And then the worst thing, I mean, how can you've got to try and make a positive out of every negative. So maybe it is bad when you look hungover or you look rough or you've got flu and you're taking your rubbish out and people take a picture of you and it's in the Sunday paper saying you're a bag lady. Maybe it is bad, but then, you know, you've got to be grateful that they write about you being a bag lady and nobody else. So it is, you know, a compliment to me that people write about me, whether it's good or bad. So I'm just appreciative. Thank you. Well, I don't ever think, how can I put this? Okay, from my perspective and the way that I see things, journalists do what they do. It's their job to write about people, and if sometimes writing bad things about people sells more papers, then that's their job and they've done it well, so good job to them. The oddest work that I've been offered so far is kind of an opposite to a certain show where someone went size 0. It's like kind of they wanted me to put 4 to 5 stone on in 3 months. And I eat loads of food as it is. I'm constantly got like a croissant or a burger or a sausage sandwich in my mouth. I always eat like food. And so for me to be able to put all that weight on, I would have had to like eat so much food. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So he said no. But that was a really strange thing, like being offered to put loads of weight on as work. I mean, that's weird. At the moment, I'm lucky enough to have lots of different opportunities and I can kind of select the ones that I would like to do the most. But I feel like really lucky that I've got all the opportunities anyway. Like, luckily, I've come from a good like management team who like always get me the best that they possibly can, and so I'm just lucky to be where I am. So I'm not like saying that I'm grasping for work, and I'm not saying that I can throw things aside and say I'm too good to do it. I'm just saying that I'm in a comfortable position where I'm really enjoying things. Well, life after Big Brother is completely different to how I thought it would be before. I thought that I would like go back and live with my mum and dad and go to uni and whatever, whereas like I've just had so much like good luck and so much like interest, and I don't know why. It is different because I thought that like, I don't know, I just didn't, sometimes you want to go out in your jogging bottoms and your Ugg boots and you want to just like look like crap. But if you've got photographers following you around, just didn't think about it, I don't know. And I thought all the stuff written was true, and like you find out that a lot of it's not. And so it's like, oh my God, everything that I thought about Victoria Beckham's a complete lie. Do you know what I mean? Well, like, I wanted to go to university this summer. Luckily, I've had, like, so much work to do that I haven't had time. I've still been having private Spanish lessons, and I've still been, like, doing certain essays and getting certain work sent. I've got, like, some teachers from my old college who I still keep good friends with, and they help me with everything that they can in my spare time. So I definitely do want to do my degree and get out my qualifications and do something along that line of work. At the moment, I just feel like privileged and lucky to have what I've got at the moment, so I'm not going to like take it for granted and say, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm going to go to uni now. I want to like make the most of every opportunity thrown at me, and so in the future, uni is a defo. Yeah, so last year was so exciting and so much good fun. I met so many different people, like found out who my real friends were, got closer to my family. It was such a good time that I could never like choose a highlight of it. I think the thing that got me there was going on Big Brother, but the thing that kept me there was kind of me being myself and having a good management team and just enjoying everything. I think since Big Brother, I've kind of got a bit more mature because even though there'll be the odd like day once every blue moon or something that I'll throw a strop, I've realised now that I need to kind of wind my neck in a bit and get my head out of my own bum and not throw strops every single day like a loser. So I haven't been. It's been really, really good. I hope this TV show doesn't prove me wrong. They've just been saving the clips for months. I'm going to put them all together in one day and make it look like one big day. Stupids. But yeah, I think it's made me realise that I need to keep my feet a bit more on the ground and just kind of be true to who I am and not pretend to be anybody else just to please other people. Negative stories are stories, and stories are about me. And so whenever people want to write about me, then I've got to take it as a compliment because, you know, it is a compliment in itself. You know, I've said before, like, if journalists want to write bad things, then that's their job and that's what they're paid to do. And I'm paid to go and model. So if I went and didn't model, then that would be not doing my job. So if they didn't want to write bad things, then that would be them not doing the job. So everyone's got to do what they've got to do. It is hard for like me to deal with bad things sometimes, and the same with my family. But I think we've all just kind of realised now that today's paper is tomorrow's chip paper. And so, yes, it might stay on the internet for the rest of my life. But, you know, you just need to take it with a pinch of salt and realise that I am where I am and people live to hate. The proudest moment of my life, let's change it. The proudest moment of my 2008 was when I got Crumpet to sit when I gave her a treat. But then, like, she wouldn't sit today, so then she ruined it, but whatever. So, yeah, the proudest moment of my entire life was probably just, like, coming out of Big Brother and seeing my mum and dad and them not, like, shouting at me for completely embarrassing the whole family, because I was like, oh, my God, I have actually done something good. I haven't made everyone look really, really bad, so that was good. Maybe that was the most, like, kind of, what's the word? Like, when relieving moment of my life. Maybe I was, like, really relieved because I thought that I'd let everyone down and made everyone, like, want to die. But luckily, that didn't happen, so I've had too many good moments in my life to choose the bestest one. At certain points around my birthday last year, I did think to myself, what have I got myself into? Why did I bother? Let's just go back to Middlestown or move to, like Bangladesh or somewhere really far away and just, like, forget about everything. But then, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Everything happens for a reason. I've learnt from certain mistakes and certain people who were mistakes last year. And now, I'm a stronger person. And for me to say, oh my God, there's a story about me in the paper, my whole life is over. What about people who don't even have a house and don't even have money to buy a paper? I should be really grateful to be where I am.